Yeah, so Jeff Peltier is Jeff, Jeff, and then Peltier is Peltier.
Okay, and you'd say like past board member, or?
Yeah, so I'm a past board member.
Okay.
So Pigolid was really a property owner initiative that people wanted more control at a local level, more decision making. There's a lot of pride around the lake and huge investments, and people didn't want those decisions made too far up the ladder. So that was really the essence of what got Pigolid started. On Pelican Lake, there's a property owners association, which is kind of like a chamber of commerce, and they played an important role in helping establish Pigolid, the communication. There's a lot of nuts and bolts that have to come together, and they played an integral part in that. And so that helped a lot in getting Pigolid established. So Pigolid was started by the Lake Association, the Pelican Lake Property Owners, which is basically a chamber of commerce for the lake, and they played an instrumental role in getting that started. All the members, I mean the leaders around the lake were enthusiastic about that, and so everybody pitched in to kind of help make that happen. It was a big project at the time. Pigolid is the government operating body, where Pelican Lake Property Owners is really more like a chamber of commerce. So the Lake Association is more about communication, projects around the lake, but the nuts and bolts of running the lake falls under the umbrella of Pigolid. Pigolid has a very intensive water quality and control inspection system. We have a very big mosquito control program around the lake. We have control of invasive species. We're one of the first people to have public landing inspections. Early pioneers in that. Pigolid played an instrumental role in updating our septic systems around the lake. Pigolid played a big role in getting a water flow agreement between Big Cormorant and Lake Ida and ourselves. And accumulation of all those things is one of the reasons why Pelican Lake is one of the few star lakes in Minnesota. My advice for the Pigolid is communication is huge between the members and the government entity to foster good communication and trust. And we've kind of learned over the years that without that good communication early on, it wasn't so good, and it showed. But as the last dozen years or so, it's been much better, and the accomplishments have been much better. The other thing is, since this is all volunteer people doing this, take on the little projects and do them well, and don't try and take on the big ones and fail miserably because you didn't have enough time to do it. So to me, that's some of the keys in making this continue to be successful. So the other thing is, since we're all volunteers, to me it's best we take on the little projects and do them well than to try and take on a big project and just not have what it takes to get it done. I was a member of Pigolid for 6 years. We have 2 3-year terms, and then you get termed out. So yeah, I've been a member for 6 years, but also involved for a number of years. Even after that, we have a big Pelican Lake Dam project I've been working on for about 15 years, and I'm still involved in some of our invasive species programs. So I still contribute even though I'm not on the board anymore. Pigolid, we have elections of officers. Every 3 years we have 9 board members, and we re-elect 3 every year, and they can be elected for 2 3-year terms. So there's an election process that starts in the early summer of the year, and then by midsummer, around August, we have elections to replace officers. So oftentimes we have at least 2 that are rerunning, and then we'll end up with a new one to get on the board. I think the ones we've taken on, I think we're taking on the right ones, the ones that really make a difference to the lake. And so maybe they're not the biggest projects in the world, but there's something we can attain and feel good about contributing to the betterment of the lakes. I'm excited about us having control at the local level and having the right people to get the job done without getting politically out of control. So, I mean, to me it's important that it remains apolitical, but still to the goal of the betterment of the lake. And there's always things that can be done to go to that direction.